Imagine a girl running a small farm who discovers a stray cat in rough shape. With a heart full of compassion, she brings the cat home, unaware that this simple act of kindness will lead to unexpected challenges and changes. Her farm is about to get a lot more interesting, and so is her life. The story begins with Isabella, a dedicated farmer who loved her small farm. Life was full of hard work, from caring for sick animals to fixing old buildings. Despite the effort, she found peace with her favorite horse, Spidy. After a long day, spending time with Spidy was her favorite part. One day, while buying groceries, Isabella noticed a stray cat that looked sick and weak. Feeling a rush of compassion, she bought some milk and fed the little creature. Realizing the cat needed more help, she decided to take it home and named him Orin. As she brought Orin to the farm, Isabella hoped he would find comfort and a new beginning among the animals she loved so much. Orin was shy and quiet. He spent most of his time indoors, staying away from the other animals on the farm. Isabella made many attempts to introduce him to her pets, hoping he would start to feel comfortable. But Orin always kept his distance, showing that he had never experienced a real home or close friends. He often sat by the window, watching the animals outside, but never getting too close. Isabella was patient and hopeful. She believed Orin just needed time to adjust to his new surroundings. She knew every animal finds comfort in its own way, so she gave him the space he needed. Deep down, she hoped that one day Orin would feel truly at home, not only in her house but with the rest of her farm family. As the days went by, Isabella found herself growing more tired than usual. Running the farm alone was hard work, especially on days when animals fell ill or buildings needed urgent repairs. Despite her exhaustion, her love for the farm and its animals kept her going. She was determined to honor her grandparents' legacy by keeping the farm alive and thriving, no matter the challenges. After a particularly long day, Isabella decided to visit Spidy, her horse, before heading home for the night. Spidy was her favorite, and spending time with him was a calming end to her busy days. As she approached the stable, she noticed something unusual. Orin, the shy stray cat, was sitting on the fence near Spidy's paddock. It was the first time Isabella had seen Orin outside the house, and he seemed curious about the large horse. Isabella kept her distance, not wanting to scare Orin away. She watched as the little cat inched closer to Spidy, his eyes filled with both caution and wonder. Spidy, being his usual gentle self, stayed perfectly still. He seemed to understand that Orin was scared and made no sudden moves. It was as if Spidy knew that Orin needed to feel safe. As time passed, Isabella observed in amazement. Orin got closer and finally brushed his tiny paw against Spidy's nose. The horse snorted softly but stayed calm. Encouraged, Orin took a brave leap and climbed onto Spidy's back. It was a heartwarming moment that made Isabella smile, seeing their new friendship blossom. Isabella gasped softly. She had never seen anything like this before. Orin was sitting on Spidy's back, his small body balanced carefully. Spidy, as always, was calm and relaxed, his big warm eyes watching the cat with gentle acceptance. For a moment, the two animals stood still, as if they had been friends forever. Isabella felt tears welling up in her eyes. She had brought Orin home to give him a safe place to live, but she never imagined he would connect with one of her other animals like this. Spidy had always been friendly and curious, but this was something special. It was as if Spidy and Orin had formed a bond that no one else could understand, a bond built on patience and trust. From that day on, Orin and Spidy were inseparable. Wherever Spidy went, Orin followed. The little cat would ride on Spidy's back around the farm, gently holding onto his mane as Spidy trotted through the fields. They ate together, played together, and even napped side by side in the warm sun. Orin, once so shy and withdrawn, had found a true friend in Spidy. It was clear that the horse cherished their special friendship just as much as Orin did. One evening, while Isabella was away from the farm, something unexpected happened. A wolf sneaked into the farm, aiming to catch the chickens. Just as the danger unfolded, Isabella arrived. She was too far away to stop the wolf, and her heart raced with fear. To her surprise, she saw Orin bravely approaching the wolf. Isabella screamed, scared for her little cat, who had always been so shy. Orin, showing unexpected courage, tried to protect the chickens from the wolf. But when the wolf saw Orin, it became even more aggressive and began attacking him. Isabella watched in horror as Orin was hurt and fell to the ground. She feared that if the wolf continued, Orin might not survive. In a moment of desperation, Spidy charged at the wolf. Seeing the big horse coming, the wolf quickly turned and fled the farm. Spidy then rushed to Orin's side, licking him gently to offer comfort. Isabella ran over, her hands trembling as she checked Orin. Thankfully, his injuries weren't too severe, but he had fought bravely. Isabella was amazed to see her once timid cat showing such bravery. Orin had defended the farm's chickens against a dangerous threat. The change in Orin was amazing. Isabella often watched him and Spidy and marveled at how their friendship had transformed them. The once timid cat, who used to hide away, now bravely stood up to protect the chickens and explored the farm with confidence. His bond with Spidy gave him the courage to come out of his shell and trust Isabella more. It was a powerful reminder that love and care can bring out the best in anyone, no matter how shy or frightened they may be. As the seasons passed, life on the farm continued to evolve. Isabella adopted more animals over time, but none created a bond as special as Spidy and Orin's. The pair became famous around the farm, and visitors were always amazed to see the tiny cat perched confidently on the horse's back. People would laugh and marvel at how such an unlikely friendship had blossomed in the peaceful pastures of Isabella's farm. Years passed, and though the farm grew busier, Spidy and Orin remained the best of friends. Their bond stayed strong, even as they grew older. Spidy, now slower and stiffer with age, still knelt down so Orin could hop onto his back for their daily rides. Orin, no longer a kitten, kept his playful spirit alive. He loved climbing trees and chasing bugs in the grass, always staying active and curious. She realized that the farm was more than just a place of work or a family inheritance. It was a home, a place where love, in all its forms, grew and flourished. Spidy and Orin were a perfect example of this. Their friendship showed her that connections could form in the most unexpected ways. Sometimes, all it took was a little patience and kindness to build something truly special. As Isabella turned to head back to the house, she smiled. She knew that Spidy and Orin would always be there, a symbol of the beautiful and lasting bonds that can form between any creature, no matter how different they might seem. Their friendship was a reminder of the magic that patience and love can create. So, that's all for today. What are your thoughts about this story? Tell us in the comment section below, and if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Your support means so much to us. Until then, take care, and thanks for watching.